On 28th February 2026, the world woke up to alarming news from West Asia. The moment when missiles from America and Israel tore through the skies of Iran, a volcano that had been smoldering for decades has finally erupted. Tehran has already declared that all doors to peace have been closed. Because of this, the possibilities of a new power order are now being widely discussed in the global media. America alleges that Iran is not willing to abandon its nuclear programs. But is the threat here only about nuclear weapons? Or are there some deadly secret agendas being formed in the power corridors of Washington and Tel Aviv that the world cannot see? Why is a world power like America so afraid of Iran? Let us examine the real politics behind the missiles falling on Iranian soil. America's story of enmity towards Iran is even bolder than Israel's tales of hostility towards Iran. This has a history of 70 years. When Iran tried to nationalize its oil wealth in 1953, it was through a coup orchestrated by the American intelligence agency, the CIA, that the seeds of modern conflicts in this region were sown. At that time, when the democratically elected Mohammad Mossadegh was overthrown and America installed their trusted Shah as the ruler, it was a deep wound to Iran's pride. But the revolution of 1979 proved all of Washington's calculations wrong. After becoming an Islamic republic, Iran started calling America the Great Satan. The embassy hostage crisis in Tehran, which lasted for 444 days, still stands as one of the biggest humiliations in America's history. It was from then onwards that these sanctions and threats began. In 2026, America has some reasons to claim that this war was inevitable. One of those reasons is the failure of the America-Iran nuclear agreement. After America withdrew from the nuclear agreement in 2015, Iran increased their uranium enrichment to over 90%. This is the quantity required to make a bomb, which deeply worried Israel. Secondly, the Russia-China axis has a strong influence in Iran. Iran's drones played a major role in the Ukraine-Russia war, which angered the Western countries. The last factor is the security of Israel, which is guaranteed by America. Israel sees the destruction of Iran as a matter of life and death for itself. This is where the conspiracies begin. Along with the airstrikes in Iran, America is targeting three main objectives. Iran's attempt to conduct its oil trade in currencies other than the dollar poses a major challenge to America's economic empire. If the petrodollar collapses, the American economy will also collapse. To prevent that, America will have to change the regime in Iran. Not only that, breaking China's influence in West Asia has been a long-standing dream of America. So far, China has invested at least $400 billion in Iran. By attacking Iran, America will be able to block China's entry into West Asia. Beyond that, there is the profit from the international arms trade. Wars always bring huge profits to American arms manufacturing companies. By keeping the fear of conflict alive in the Middle East, America is able to sell weapons worth billions of dollars to the countries here. With Iran making it clear that the Strait of Hormuz will be closed, it is estimated that 20% of the world's oil supply will be disrupted. In this situation, in oil-importing countries like India, the price of petrol may go up to as much as 200 rupees per litre. This is not just a regional war, but rather the drumbeats of a third world war. Even though America and Israel claim that it is to prevent nuclear weapons and to protect democracy, history teaches us a different lesson. What we saw in Iraq and Libya was the same script being played out. In the chessboard of power, ordinary people end up as mere pawns. Will Iran fall, or will it emerge before the world as the new face of resistance? Time will give us the answer to this. But one thing is certain, no matter who wins this war, it is humanity that loses. It is peace that is defeated.